Hello, everybody. This is AHP Cup Series, obviously, and this is our second episode of the podcast. And we did finally decide a name. We decided to name it Racing Ramble. So yeah, and today we have the full crew: me, Kraken Racing Network, and Everett Larson.
Hello. Hello, my little comrade.
So today we're gonna start out by obviously introducing Everett. We introduced ourselves the last video. So anyways, Everett, what do you just take the mic, I guess.
Alright, well, my name is Everett Larson, and currently I'm driving a UMP Dirt Modified and a Senior Champ Predator kart. And yeah, so basically I like racing. I'm pretty good friends with Corey LaJoy, and I'm sponsored by Food City, Body Heat and Air, Kingsport Fitness, and a lot of other people. I just want to say shout out to them. So yeah, we're just here with AHP Cup Series and Kraken.
So obviously you're a Corey LaJoy fan, and the recent news about him not being in, well, possibly not being in a Cup ride next year. What are your thoughts on that?
Go to dirt racing, and I don't know. I hope he is in the Cup car, or at least in one of the top 3 series.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then I hope he can still race something.
Yeah.
In the realm of racing.
So today, well, we're trying to catch Everett up basically right now at the beginning of this. So go ahead and tell us your flip predictions, because that's what we did. Kraken said 3, I said 4. What are yours?
I said 3 as well.
Okay.
I think at least one at Daytona this year, maybe.
Okay. So today we had to get the intro done decently fast because we're going to be making our regular season race predictions. So we're going to start out with the Clash. We can start with Kraken, go to Everett, and then me.
Alright, so for the Clash, I am going to go with the pick I had last season. I'm going to go with him again. I'm going to go with Ross Chastain.
I think I'm going to go with Kyle Larson for the Clash.
I didn't think about this. Let's go with... Let's just go with Denny Hamlin, because he won it last year.
Decent pick. You also got to remember it's at Bowman Gray this year.
Yeah, so it could be different. But everything's going to be new, so it could be some random winner that we've never thought about as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Daytona 500, the prophecy is going to be true. There is way too many similarities between Dale Earnhardt and Kyle Busch going on. Kyle Busch will win the Daytona 500, and if he wrecks, I'm going to be sad.
I'm trying to think of who I think might win. I'm thinking maybe Ryan Blaney for the Daytona 500.
It's a Daytona, so it could be random too. It's kind of just like the last one. But I'm just going to go with Larson. He's going to win his first Daytona 500.
Really?
Yeah, even though he sucks at...
He doesn't suck at super speedways. He just has horrible luck.
Well, horrible luck. But I'm just going to say that he's going to win.
I mean, Talladega fall was a really good showing.
Well, if he doesn't get caught up in a crash, he's good.
Exactly. For Atlanta, I am going to go with not really an oddball pick, but kind of. He was really good in 2024 spring race, which Suarez won. Todd Gilliland's going to get redemption, and he will bring front row's first win since Michael McDowell.
I think if Corey LaJoy is in the Cup Series, or just in any one of the series, most of the time he's pretty good at Atlanta, so hopefully the 51, or whoever he's driving for, can bring it home. So I think Corey LaJoy.
Are open for Cup Series, the 51, by the way. So if he doesn't get the ride, he's going to a different series.
Yeah.
So for my Atlanta, I'm going to go ahead and say Carson Hocevar, because it's kind of like a drafting track, and it's Hocevar, so why not?
For Coda, this is a really hard one because there were a lot of people that did good last season, but it's a completely new layout. So there's going to be some challenges. And I am going to go with the number 20 of Christopher Bell.
I think I'm going to go with the number 1 of Ross Chastain because I think the bumper to none might happen as far as Ross Chastain's driving on the final corner.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with kind of a random one. I mean, all of mine have kind of been random. But I'm going to say Alex Bowman is going to get another road
Bowman's
course.
done really well. I predicted him last year. This has statistically been his best road course. I don't know if anyone.
Well, Andy won at Chicago, so that's what I thought. Maybe he's going to break through and be a road course ringer. Oh gosh, we also got to think about that SVG and Allmendinger are in the Cup Series.
I think SVG is. I think he is going to be brought up to the Cup Series a little early. That's why I said he might win another road course, but I don't think he's going to win the first one of the season.
Yeah, and I think he's going to struggle decently at ovals.
Alright, I gotta pull up the full schedule real quick in a couple.
Well, I have it all right here. So the next one is Phoenix.
I know if I saw Phoenix. The last one I see is Mexico, but for Phoenix, I am going to go with the Penske card. Joey Logano, the reigning champ's gonna lock in early.
I think SVG might come out of nowhere.
Phoenix?
I don't know. Random pick.
I'm going to continue your Penske trend, and I'm going to say Blaney.
Okay, for Vegas, give me Larson. It's an obvious pick. It's a mile and a half. I'm gonna say these next 5 races, Vegas through Bristol, is gonna be potential Larson domination here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give Larson the win at Vegas.
At Vegas, I think maybe Denny Hamlin.
I'm going to go with, crap, it was just in my head. Busch. I think Busch is going to break through.
Kyle Busch, hometown win. W.
Okay, Homestead.
At Homestead, I'm sorry. KL 2 in a row. Homestead's been statistically his best track in the next gen. He's dominated, should have won 2024, but went for a move that didn't exist, and Austin Dillon didn't know that Larson existed, but yeah, I'm going to go with Larson 2 in a row, Vegas Homestead.
Yeah, I also think Kyle Larson will probably win at Homestead.
Well, I was going to continue that trend, but so a 3-way tie for Larson for all of us.
Really? So we all think Larson for Vegas?
And that's all of
Vegas.
So that's his second win for all of us according to our predictions.
Yeah.
What race did he win for? Oh, Everett picked him for the Clash.
Mm-hmm.
For Martinsville, I'm going to God, I need to think about. I really do need to think about that. That's Martinsville. Who's good at Martinsville lately?
Might as well make it a 3 in a row for Larson.
No, Larson's. I hate to do this. I really do. It's gonna shake me to my core to say this, but Chase Elliott's gonna win Martinsville.
Since you said that, I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin.
I like Denny. I don't like Chase. I'm happy with that pick.
So I want to say Bowman, but I already have him winning one race, and I don't want to have super high, what's it called?
Win counts?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Count up.
So oh gosh. I gotta save that pick for the next race. Let's go Chris Buescher, why not?
Nice. For Darlington, I am gonna put a little bit of bias into this, but 2024 and 2023, he performed really well at this track. Give me my boy T-Red for the dub in this throwback weekend.
I think because of the last couple of years, or at least I can't remember what year it was, but I know I saw Kyle Busch doing really good. He made a hard charge, almost into the lead.
That was this year.
Yeah, this year. I think he's gonna win.
We all know who I'm
It's
gonna
also a
pick
good
for
pick.
this race. Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, that's fair. And plus, he's in Joe Gibbs' equipment, so he's going to be a lot better. I kind of forgot he was in
Wait,
Gibbs'
who
equipment.
did you say Kraken to win?
I said T-Red. Give me Reddick.
Okay, next one is mine and Everett's home track, Bristol.
Bristol. For Bristol, I am going to go with a first-time winner of the season. I believe. I haven't picked him yet. Denny Hampter. Going to go 2 in the row in the Bristol Spring Race.
For Bristol, I think Ryan Blaney's gonna come out of nowhere and somehow win it.
Believe.
Really? So that's your second Blaney one of the year.
So you guys know how SHR was saying or not SHR anymore, just Haas Factory Team was saying they're gonna have a good alliance or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Custer is gonna win because he won the Xfinity race in the fall, right? Fall.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
fall.
say Custer.
Now, Talladega. This is where our wackiest dreams can come true. But those dreams will be unfortunately shattered by the man, the myth, the legend, the silver spoon, Mickey himself, Austin Dillon.
I think for Talladega, once again, I think I'm gonna have to go with Tyler Reddick to win Talladega again.
Okay, so I would say LaJoy if he was confirmed because
Same here.
he flipped across the line in that race last year.
Yeah, I just had a feeling it was him. I just look at the TV and I saw a yellow car go upside down in the back.
I saw black, yellow, and blue, and I originally thought it was Cindric, and then I saw Cindric spinning, and I'm like, that wasn't Cindric.
Yeah.
So
I instantly thought it was Corey.
So I'm gonna say LaJoy if he has a ride, but if he doesn't, then I'll go with Dylan too because I like him and I like the pick.
I'll say same thing with Corey.
So you're going Reddick / Corey, AHP's going Dylan / Corey, and I'm just going straight up Dylan.
Yeah.
Alright.
All of our favorite drivers are involved in that.
Oh my god, yeah, they actually all are.
Hold up, there's gonna be a noise.
Wait, who was Everett root for? Yeah, Everett root for. Next up is Texas. I'm down to 2 people right now, and I don't know if I want to give Larson his third win of the season or if I give Denny another second. Screw it. Give me Kyle Larson third win of the year.
That's for Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, this is kind of unrelated, but the last league race that I did with MRL, it was at Texas, and it was a fuel mileage one that I did. So I'm gonna say Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin?
Yes, Hamlin.
I would say Elliott 2 in a row, but believe it or not, I was watching this race very closely last year, even though it's Texas, and Dylan finished like 6th or 7th. So if Dylan gets a good car, he was going to win, but I'm just going to go ahead and play it safe and go with Elliott.
Elliott 2 in a row, right. For Kansas, with the big old Kansas, he's gonna get redemption from last season. Kyle Busch is gonna get his second win of the season at Kansas. Should have won last year, but got aerial loose off of Briscoe, hit the wall, almost spun into Chastain, but Busch is gonna get redemption at Kansas.
I think since the Highline is pretty good at Kansas, I think Kyle Larson might be able to get one at Kansas.
So you're thinking Larson 2 in a row in the spring?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go Busher because he's just really good at Kansas, I feel like, all around. So I think that's a good choice.
Alright. This is the All-Star race where our wackiest dreams can come true in the All-Star race. And we've had no clear, good driver for the... Am I the only one that's noticed that? We haven't really had a good, clear, dominant guy?
At the each race, there's a dominant.
Where was the 2022 All-Star race held?
That was Charlotte.
No, the 22 All-Star race was not Charlotte. Where was it?
What? Oh, yeah. No.
Wait, 22. Would it be Texas?
Yes, it was Texas. So 23 was Larson in dominating fashion, and 24 was Logano in dominating fashion. So it's kind of whoever can get the lead. So it's honestly really going to matter on qualifying, and someone who always shows up on qualifying but goes under the radar is Ty Gibbs. So I think Ty Gibbs is going to get his first career trophy in the NASCAR Cup Series, but it is not going to count as a win yet. I think Ty Gibbs is going to win the mill. I know folks, bro.
He doesn't need that money, dear Lord.
His grandpa's loaded, but...
I think I'm going to have to go with Ryan Blaney.
If Penske continues their dominance on short tracks, flat short tracks, I do agree with that. But I'm gonna go for Ross Chastain. He's always winning those random races.
Yeah, sure.
That is true.
Alright. Coke 600. The weekend is amazing. It's truly amazing. I would have said Kyle Larson again here if he was not doing the double. So I'm going to go, again, a little bit of bias. It's 1.5 miles. You can run the top side. Tyler Reddick, second win of the season. Comes the Coke 600.
I'm going to have to go Tyler Reddick again as well.
For the race that I went to, it was that goofy rain one, not last year with Larson. Larson, I don't think y'all thought about this when y'all made your picks, but he's going to be coming from the Indy 500, trying to do the double, hopefully, if everything goes right. So, I think he wants all the redemption he can get, and also if the Indy race gets rained out for some reason again, or not Indy race, or I don't know, if it happens again, they said he has to do the NASCAR race. So either way, I think he's going to probably be the dominant car there. So I'm going to pick Larson.
Alright, so Nashville, I'm down to 2 for Nashville, and I'm going to go on my gut here. I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney. Pain to me to say that, but I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney for Nashville. I think it's going to be a similar race to 2024, just without the overtimes. Comes down to fuel mileage, and I think because Penske apparently can get 3 gallons more fuel than everyone else, I think Blaney is going to go all the way and take the dub at Nashville.
I think Kyle Busch could maybe get redemption from last year. And not run out of fuel. And yeah, I think he could maybe pull it off at Nashville.
I'm trying to see someone who I've not picked to win this race, because I feel like every year it's someone else. But we just heard that Zane Smith was confirmed in the number 38. He finished second at that race, even though I know it was a ton of overtimes. But if he's still finishing second with a car that's not good whatsoever, I think he's going to win. So I'm going to say, wait. Who did I say? Zane Smith? Smith, sorry.
So you're saying Zane Smith?
I don't know. You never know at these tracks.
So for Michigan, remember when I said Ty Gibbs is going to get his first trophy in the NASCAR Cup Series, but it's not going to count for a playoff berth?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at Michigan, he's going to get his first career Cup Series official win. Give me Ty Gibbs for the win at Michigan.
I think at Michigan, once again, track that the top side works pretty good at, Kyle Larson. I picked Kyle Larson way too many times, I think.
So Gibbs, Larson, and And Michigan, I mean, I've already picked Busher to win 2 races this year, so I'm not going to pick him again. I've only picked Larson. Oh gosh, I've picked Larson a bunch. I'm trying to think who's good at Michigan. I'm going to say Kozlowski. He always wants to win there, right?
I'm sharing my screen with the schedule, by the way, if you guys need it. But
Gosh,
we're
the
now
sound is
on Mexico City, right? Yes, we are. Mexico City. This is going to be a chaotic race. It's either going to be really good or really bad. I don't think... No one knows what they're doing here. It genuinely might be a chaotic race.
Okay, hold up. The sound is going crazy right now. Kraken, I think your mic fixed itself. Talk
W?
again. Talk again.
Sure. Mic fixed? I don't know.
Okay.
My headset was making some weird sounds. Is Everett still here?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I don't know. I'm not on Discord. But, Mexico City, it's gonna be a chaotic race.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out because it was so loud.
Mexico City. I'm thinking maybe Tyler Reddick can get the dub at the first time ever there.
Hold up. Sorry. Who did you pick, Kraken?
Sorry, I couldn't pick anything because of something. But, Mexico City, that's where I'm gonna go with Gisbergen. I think no one's gonna know what they're doing except Gisbergen. I feel like any new tracks he's really good at because nobody knows what they're doing there, maybe besides like Denny Hamlin, but because he's won here before. Give me Champagne Gisbergen for Mexico.
Actually, I would like to refrain it being Tyler Reddick, and I'm gonna say Daniel Suarez.
Suarez?
Yeah.
I agree with that not Mexico City, SVG pick, so I'm gonna go the same.
Right, so now we are up to Pocono. And Pocono, I am going to go with someone who consistently shows up at Pocono. Might not like always have the best of luck at Pocono, but he is consistently showing up. I haven't showed him a lot of love. Give me William Byron for Pocono.
I'm gonna have to say not Tyler Reddick. Ross Chastain to win at Pocono.
So a double, Trackhouse.
No, I picked Byron.
No, I'm talking about Everett's. He picked
Oh,
Suarez
yeah.
for
Suarez
Mexico.
Chastain.
For Pocono, I mean, Hamlin's obviously the safe pick here, so I'm just gonna go Hamlin. And actually, I don't think I've even picked Hamlin to win a race this year. Actually, I picked him for the Clash.
Alright, so now we move on to Atlanta. That is going to be, I feel like this is going to be a really boring race because a lot of drivers know that Daytona is I'm going to say it, Daytona is more of a wild card than Atlanta can ever be. Because if you notice Atlanta, it's really hard to make moves because of how quick the corners come up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like if you want to go for a move for the win, you have to make it come into 2 to go and not like the white flag. So I think it's going to be all about who's up front, and it's been Penske. So I'm going to go Joey Logano is going to get the win in Atlanta, which would be his second win of the season for me.
I think, what? Okay, I forgot. Okay, so I think, okay, my brain actually just went blank. I think Kyle Busch can, somehow...
Oh my, you've picked Busch like 40 times.
Wait, what?
This is like the 3rd time you've picked Busch. And he came off...
I think Busch will have a good year.
I think he's definitely gonna at least win 1. I mean, but I don't know if I can trust him enough to win 3.
I have him twice at his 2 good tracks, Kansas and Daytona.
I only have him once as of right now. But with that being said, Atlanta, I'm going to go with Byron.
W. Chicago Street Course, chaotic race, usually dominated by a couple guys, and it's going to be a second win of the year for Christopher Bell.
I say SVG again because I think he's pretty good at red courses.
I'm going to go with Allmendinger.
Dubs. Now we got Sonoma. I think this is... I'm going to go with SVG here. He was really good in the Xfinity car. So is Larson. I think if we get a Larson SVG duel at Sonoma, I think SVG is going to come out on top because he's not afraid to use the bumper. So give me SVG for Sonoma.
I think for Sonoma, maybe Denny Hamlin can come out of nowhere and maybe win it, but I'm not quite sure.
If I was going to pick one, it would be Martin Truex Jr., but he's obviously not racing. So, I'm just gonna go with Larson. That's what his second. That'd be his fourth win on the season for me.
Dubs. All right. Dover. Byron. I don't really have much to say about Dover. It's been consistently kind of a boring race in the next-gen car. I'm just going to go with Byron because he usually wins the boring races.
Yeah, I'm going to also go with William Byron to win at Dover.
Who should I go with? I'm going to go with Bowman just because he's won there before. Ally sponsors him. So, yeah.
We should also do, like, our playoff picks after we, like, AHP. You should, like 3 different grids of, like, our playoff grids and, like, our eventual champions. We could do that in episode 3.
Yeah, that would be 3 or 4. Possibly 4, just so it's on my channel and I can, like...
But, make sure you have our winners and playoff picks ready.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next up is Indy. Oh, wait, who'd you pick for Dover again? I missed it.
Me?
Yeah.
I picked Bowman.
Bowman, that's right. Watkins Glen. I'm going to go with, Dinger here. How many winners do we have? Like, how many different winners here?
For you or me?
For me, because I just picked Dinger for Glen. I think I have, like, 9 or 10.
Hold up. You said the Glen? We're at Indianapolis.
Oh my god, why did I say Glen? Oh my god, we're Indy. Sorry, I skipped ahead a couple. Indy, Hamlin.
Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Larson.
Iowa, I'm gonna go with... Gregson.
I think maybe we can go with Alex Bowman to win at Iowa.
I'm gonna go with Logano.
Alright, now we're at Watkins Glen. And I'm still gonna go with the Dinger pick.
I think maybe SVG can come back and maybe win. And I get, like, maybe he won't choke it this time at the Glen.
Yeah, I'm going with SVG as well.
Alright, so Richmond... Oh, Lord. I'm gonna go with Larson at Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond, I think maybe Joey Logano can win. Your redemption from last time.
We all know who I'm going for. Dylan.
AD? Yeah. Alright, now we're going to Daytona. Again, chaos can happen. And for me, my biggest oddball pick has been Austin Dillon at Talladega, but it's the final Daytona race. It's the regular season finale. Chaos is gonna strike. We all know this. Chaos is gonna strike here. This track is especially this race, is chaos. So, with that in mind, I usually try to pick realistic winners. But if we just saw Harrison Burton win last season, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of hope. I'm gonna go with one of my underdog favorites. I hate to call him an underdog, but give me Eric Jones for Daytona.
I think since most of the time whenever drivers have a pretty poor year at one track, maybe they sometimes come back or they have an even worse year. So I think Josh Berry because he flipped.
21,
I'm gonna predict. I know I picked Larson to win the Daytona 500 earlier. Well, the Daytona 500, and then I'm gonna say that he's gonna flip. I'm gonna put that in like a little prediction spot. Larson will flip at Daytona, and Gregson will win.
In a corner, the tribal, or the straightaway?
Probably the backstretch.
I just realized we've yet to have a tri-oval blowover.
Oh, yeah.
Notice how I said blowover. We've had tri-oval flips.
Shush.
So that's it.
If we're gonna do,
We're only
should we
doing.
do playoff predictions in a different episode or regular season?
Yeah, because we're at 31 minutes for this one. So
Alright,
we're gonna end this one here. If y'all have time today, we can go ahead and film like right after we end this one, and then we can do
seems fair.
the last few races and then other topics or
Our
whatever.
playoff picks, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm AHP Cup Series.
I'm Kraken Racing Network.
And I'm Everett Larson, aka Goofball Gaming.
And we will see you sometime in the future. We have no clue, but goodbye.